Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher. And today's lesson is So What? And it's this tangle right here that you see. And it's a beautiful tangle. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to look to see who did So What. And I don't have it written here. I will, as I edit, I will put it at the bottom. I am sorry, but I've been meditating lately, lots of time to do that. For me, I've got a lot going on that I will reveal in a future, but the world has tons going on. So when the world has a lot going on and then you personally have things going on in your life, it is you need to take time to think about things. And this particular scripture came to my mind, John 14:28. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. And for me, it just brought a lot of comfort. And so did the tangle. I loved this tangle because you can do it tiny. I did it smaller here. It's very, very simple. I did it on a bookmark here. And so if you wanted to do on a bookmark and then just glue it down to your template. Oh, I forgot to say, this is this template I'm loading up. It will be one of my free templates that you can download in this troubled time that we're going through. And it just kind of helps to have something that you can reflect on. So I am going to do So What, and right here in this area. And so I'm going to think about that I'm going to draw it going this direction. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to come in a little. My auras wasn't all that good right there, but it won't matter. Now I am going to do another S shape. So I do another So What. Because I'm just going to do it so that it looks a lot like what I did on my bookmark. Draw my little, just kind of weight those ends of that S. Then I'm going to draw my orb right in both of those places. Now I'm going to aura, and I kind of step down and come back right in to where I started. And then I'm going to put orbs so they go around that area. And I do diminishing orbs. Because I just like how that, it kind of diminishes down. Okay, now I'm going to do another one right here. Oh, I almost forgot to aura. Now it's aura. Now I'm going to do another one. And on the bookmark I went straight, but here I can give it just a little bit of a curve. And I'm going to do my S shape. And this one I didn't curl in very much, so I'm going to come and curl back in and just give that some weight. And then draw my orb. And then aura. Kind of a step down aura. I don't know if I'd call it an aura. And then I'm going to put my diminishing circles. They didn't diminish very much. And now I'm going to aura the whole thing. Now I can come back and I can add some dimension to these. As you can see, I added several things on here, but one of the things I like to do is color in my circles, because if you've followed me very much, you know I like the drama that creates. So we want to have some drama on our tangle. So I'm coloring in, filling in those first two. You could fill in all of those if you wanted to, but I'm going to use my white Jelly Roll pen, and this is an 08. And I'm going to just add white to those little pearls, because I love doing on gray paper, because it just when you add the white, it's just a pop. I'm pretty sure when my book comes out, it's going to be on gray paper. I'm just trying to think if I could remember that. Isn't it terrible when you can do a book and not remember the title that you're going to name it? I thought it was right here on my desk, but I can't remember the title. But it's a book of wonderful sayings and starter tangles on it, so you can finish tangling. Sometimes you just need a little idea to get started, and that's what happens. But so you can see the so what as there, and you can see what I did here. I added 1, 2, 3 and some little orbs and some muka, and I'm going to do that same thing over here. So I'm going to, and I always like to give my white a little time to dry. But 1, 2, 3, if you haven't seen 1, 2, 3, it's a little petal, and I like to fill it in all the way. And that's 2, 3. So we do 1, 2, 3. I count a lot when I do things, when I walk, whenever I will count. It's a little tick I have. And so I did it when I was a little child. I counted myself to sleep. I'd count my breaths. I would count the ticking on a clock. Actually, I drove my sister crazy. We were in bunk beds, and I would jiggle my foot and cause the whole bunk beds to wiggle, and she would say, you know, it just drove her crazy because I was wiggling. Shake my foot. And even when I got married, I had to learn how to stop shaking my foot so I wouldn't drive my husband crazy. But so you can see how this 1, 2, 3 is just can really add quickly a fill in a spot. I love 1, 2, 3 to fill in, and I also like little orbs to fill in. I think my students would just, if I didn't put circles on something to fill in, they would think there was something wrong with me. But you can see how that really fills up. And you can even bring out some fescue. This is the name. I'm using Names of Tangles, so you can go back. You can download my list of tangles and see the videos. If you don't know, it's in the free section, and it's just Melinda's list of tangles. And you can download that, and if you keep it on your computer, it will do a link right to that video, because I've linked them right to my YouTube videos. So you can just look the name up and then go right to that video. So look how fun that is and how it lightens up. I will add more to this, but let's go in and let's just shade. I'm going to take my white chalk pencil, and somebody asked me what kind of sharpener. I always use a little hand sharpener, and I have several. I have this kind, and I have another one that has a double hole. I have a bigger one. I have several different sharpeners. Let's see. I have one in my kit. That has a little lid on it, so I like those the best, the kind that save the shavings so you don't have them all over your work. But then I just sharpen it. You never want to put it in an electric pencil sharpener. That will it will do that. It will break. And I just went a little bit too far with that, so I'm gonna. You have to be careful that you don't go too far and break your tip off. That happens. So now I'm just going to add a little white chalk in here, and I'm going to go every other one. If I can do it on every other one and not end up with every one. So I'm just putting down some chalk, and then I'm also going to put some graphite in here in between, and some of those I kind of put the chalk in the wrong spot. You guys go, oh, I would notice if I were watching, but I'm not real particular. And now I'm going to take my shading stump, and I'm going to blend, and I'm just blending my chalk first with my shading stump. I just want to blend it out so that it's not quite so stark. It kind of feathers out into my work. And now I'm going to go back, and I didn't even clean my my shading stump. I just left that because I'm just going to blend that graphite up and maybe mix it in a little bit with my chalk to soften the white. And you can clean that off with a little emery board. I do that all the time. Just take a regular emery board and then clean your shading stump off, and you can get a lot of life out of that by cleaning it off. So here we have it shaded, and now I could come back in and add a little bit more white accent to my tangle, just by giving it, like you can see, like I did here. And I'll just play with that and see what happens. But there you have So What, and the tangle with the template, Peace I Leave With You. We all need to kind of stick together in these hard times, and social distancing is going to flatten the curve. We have to remember that we need to social distance. And we can be on, you can be my buddy here on YouTube, and I'm going to be here every Tuesday and Thursday. And this week I will announce what I talked about earlier, and then hopefully we will start doing a few more live videos, especially if the social distancing and no more groups of 10. I'm not able to do my class at the library. I'm in that age bracket where I just need to be careful where I go and what I do. And we've had our first death in Utah from the coronavirus, and we've had earthquakes and aftershocks, and doctor's appointments that have been canceled, surgeries that have been canceled. I was hoping for my final surgery on my breast cancer, and that's been canceled, and to who knows when. But we just have to remember that life does go on, and we can do this. We can do this. We are a strong human race. And even though this virus is all over the world, we can curb it. We've never seen anything like it, but we can do it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'll be here for you. You guys are here have been here for me, and I'm here for you. So have fun, and see you later.